Good morning and welcome everyone to the weekly integration. This is a live emission of Open Space, the program that is part of the Espacio Abierto channel, a channel in which we transmit workshops and speeches of Alberto Varela and the managers of the Conscious School. My name is Iris.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ciro.
And today we're guiding you through the weekly integration. And today's Sunday. It's 11 a.m. and I don't know which date it is.
21.
21st of June.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the beginning of summer.
Yeah.
Very interesting date.
Yeah.
The 21st of June starts here in Madrid and all of our epicenters all over the world. We're starting the open house retreat, which means that every day, every single day, whichever day you want, you can come to the epicenter and spend some time with us. Either just spend the day. For example, here in Madrid, we have a beautiful pool in which you can just come here, just spend the day with us, hang out at the pool, get to know us. You could come to do any type of natural substance, that whatever you want. You can come take ayahuasca every night if you want for 90 days. It's quite intense, but you can. Everything's possible. So our houses are open for you all summer, any day, any time. Just come and join us. But this space right here, right now, is for integration of what's moving in the week, what has been moving in you over the week, over the last month, over the last years, maybe even. And the idea is that you can put your comments, your questions, your ideas, whatever's moving, in the live chat in YouTube, and then we can get an interaction. We can give some ideas, some advice on how we feel that you might be able to approach the situation in a way that you can learn something for yourself and for your life.
Yes, and I will be switching between talking and the computer because like I am the moderator normally in the chat. So I will be. If you see that I am doing this, you know why.
And it's beautiful for me to have Ciro with me here today, also for you to see his face, because normally you just get his comments and you just see somebody writing to you. And I think it's beautiful if we can also share in life and that you can actually see him and not just hear his voice and, you see his comments.
Yeah, and I like very much to be here with you, especially because like we live here, but maybe I don't have enough time to talk with you, to go in deep into the anything that comes up.
Yeah, me too. This morning I spoke with Zarik. Zarik is the head of the company. She's now managing, like taking all the decisions. It's quite beautiful. She's a very beautiful, has a very beautiful soul, and she takes very good decisions very quickly, and that's very good in a company. And we talked about the importance of taking the Sunday off and taking time, being with yourself, resting. Today, some of us decided to rest the body also in terms of resting the columns, so we're not eating today, which is a good way to relax the body, to clean the body, to get more energy in the way. And if you haven't done this, try it. It's really good to give the body a day of rest a week. It's also in terms of eating, it's a very beautiful thing to do. And we talked this morning about the importance of resting, and I said, oh yeah, but I have the emission at 11. And I said, and this is how I feel it, this is not work. Because basically I'm sitting in the sofa talking to you, talking to Ciro, and just sharing. And this is something we do anyway. So
Yeah.
it's beautiful to be here with you, to spend this beautiful Sunday morning together. And the only thing is I forgot my coffee. It would be different. Well, It's not better, but it would be different with coffee.
I have some tea if you want.
Ah, thank you. I have water. I think it's good for the hour.
Okay.
So, if anyone has already questions or comments, we're going to monitor what's moving. And in the meantime, I would really like to know what's moving in you, Zero. How was this week for you?
Mm. Well, very very strange week because like from the beginning I start to go to my first retreat, and I I was feeling like several I don't want to say transformations because I don't feel like transformations, but like some changes in me, some little changes, some some openings of myself to new ideas, to new perspectives, to new emotions. But really, in the deep of me, I was always feeling like there is no transformation happening in me. Like there is something really stuck in really like uh, rigid that doesn't want to go away. Really doesn't want to go away, and like it was like I feel ashamed by that in some moments because when we talk in integrations and yeah and the workshops and and Alberto says, well, give me one word summarizing this workshop or this integration or any kind of dynamic. And like I was trying to say like deep things about me. Like I am feeling freedom. I am feeling rejectment. I am feeling fear. But in the end, uh, it was all a self deceivement. But it's all right. I don't. I like right now. I don't feel ashamed about self deceivement. It's like normal thing. And this week, like I really feel a transformation inside of me.
In what sense?
That I don't. I start to feeling that not. I am not loving. I am not. I don't have love. I am love. That is the real difference.
Mm.
So I don't know if this like I don't know if this is an identification with love, but I don't mind.
Uh-huh.
I don't give a. I don't care.
Yeah, you can't say this on TV.
uh, well, I don't give a fuck about if you say to me, well, you are changing an identification between your thoughts and all your history and all your memories to another identification to love. But I put the word love only to like mm, place a common ground because I don't know what I am receiving right now because um, it was in several nights like feeling of freedom, feeling of authority, feeling of love, but all these words it intertwine together. Yeah, I don't. If I try to put a separation between that, I am. I am lying. Yes. And how was your week? Or you want to?
I want to ask or say a few things to what you
Yeah,
said,
of
and
course.
then I can also share.
Yeah.
I think it's for me two things were very important that touched me deeply from what you said,
Mhm.
and one is about the self-judgment towards self-deception,
Mhm.
and that you don't have that anymore, and that's so beautiful. Um, this week, Alberto said something to me about self-deception. I'm in a process of, I feel like I want to say opening myself to love, but I don't know if that's true. Could be an identification again, you know. But I told him that I'm like I'm trying to disidentify, like I'm trying to identify the concepts that I have. What is my idea about love? What do I believe is love?
Mm.
I'm observing how the relationship that I had or that I have, I don't even know,
Mhm.
that is somehow based on the idea that I have about love.
Mm.
And I felt this need to give that up, to let go of that idea, to open myself to the mystery of what love actually is. And I was in that loop of like fighting in myself by wanting to be with Hernan,
Mhm.
and at the same time thinking that if I'm in the old idea of love, and this is not good, you know.
Mhm.
I shouldn't be there, and this huge self demand that I had, that I have, I don't know, about my process,
Mm.
about my development, that I felt in you. Like I want to say something deep, but there's nothing deep right now.
Mm.
And it's like the moment that we can connect to an acceptance of ourselves and saying, well, you know, self-deception is part of the process.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what Alberto said to me.
Mm.
He said, like, maybe you were self-deceiving yourself before, but now you can see it.
Mhm.
And that's the key. Like now you can see it, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And nowadays it's even almost like whenever I see a lie, it's like, oh, there's another lie, you know? And I see the truth now.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's very confronting,
Mm.
but um, it is beautiful to discover the truth and to discover the lie as well.
Yeah.
And some of them are really painful, especially when it has to do with love or what we thought what love was.
Mm.
And in the end, I feel like that is moving in all of us. Like for me, this week was all about the idea that I had about love, the idea that I have about love, realizing that I have no fucking clue what love is.
Mhm.
And by thinking that I know, I'm trapping myself in a moment. And then by thinking that I don't know, I'm also trapping myself somewhere,
Mhm.
because thinking that I have to let go of something that in a way makes me really happy, by thinking that, oh, this is the old me, or you know, like it's almost I'm punishing myself for wanting to be happy, and thinking that this idea that I have is the wrong idea. Like, well, what do I know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what love is, and I don't know how I'm gonna find it. But I don't think it's by closing myself to connecting to somebody.
Mm.
And that's what I realized yesterday. So what the fuck am I doing? Like, why am I rejecting something that could maybe be love? It's like,
Mhm.
and so that was my week.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I saw you.
Mm.
And even if you try to hide you, I see you.
I know, I know, and that's so beautiful in this comuna. It's like I can't try to hide myself. Like it's not working.
Yeah. 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 I was very tired of trying to hide so many things. And in the beginning was hiding, like, yes, I don't want to have an ugly face, a sad face in front of another, and maybe what that person would think about me. He would think, or she would think, uh, oh, poor. for zero, and that's all bullshit to me, because um, I think that the most helping tool in this moment to me, in this, yeah, I am feeling that is a beginning of a transformation, but maybe it started a long time ago, and I am not conscious about it. But like I was trying to say something, yes, about the real power of being honest, and being honest not to another by a moral uh, thought that you have to be honest with others, because if you are not honest, you're a bad person. No, being honest with yourself because you want to be honest, and if you don't want to be, it's okay. It's not a problem. But if you can reach that point that you see that lies broken, not broke, in every step that you do, and that lies don't let you like reach some point that you want to achieve. Well, I don't know if achieve, but you want to ah that you want truth in yourself, that you want truth, and it's not like this. It's maybe in some moments you feel to be honest with you, and but honesty is like always in the present. Like you can use it always, no matter where, in which point of your life you are. You can be the most ugly person in the world, but if you can be in honest with you, you can start from there, in that present. If you are like me, that I was like lying to me in, I don't know, maybe 20 years, it doesn't matter how many years. It doesn't give a fuck how many years. You can be honest with you in that present moment, and that can change everything to me.
Yeah. Alberto said this week how the moment of transformation can arrive when you fall in love with the truth.
Say again.
The moment of transformation arrives when you fall in love with the truth.
Yeah. Oh, that give me shivers. Yeah, totally. Yeah, yeah. Like love to the truth. Yeah. L- love to the essence that you are.
And for me, it's the second thing that touched me deeply of what you shared was the impossibility of sharing them, of defining something, the impossibility of putting one word. And to me, it's what we oftentimes do in the conscious school. Is like we have a triangle, or maybe even not, but we have a word in some place, and then we start to look for synonyms. What else expresses this word? What else has the same energy? That's what we sometimes say. And for me, exactly what you said: authority, love, truth, trust. It's all the same in a way. It's all the same energy, the same. And now I don't even have a word, you know. And to me, it was super interesting to see this week in the mentor and leadership workshop how Alberto said that every time he feels less necessity to speak, to say anything, because the words are not important anymore in a way, and also they are, but the moment that we realize that it's all already there, at some point talking becomes so weird in a way. I don't know what to say. Like,
Yeah. No, and I feel that with many of the of my friends here in the commune, that um, we don't have to put, like, sometimes it's nice to hear a nice a well put like, how you say, speech, like a good speech. Yeah, it's very nice, and if you are open to that, it can get very deep. But also, if we are like talking, and not trying to get into anything, simply trust, simply truth, simply, yeah, that I want to talk with you, I want to know you, I want to know me by knowing you, and it can get into a point that maybe we are laughing about something, and in that laugh, maybe you cannot put in words what is giving you that smile, but if you open yourself, you can feel that something something deep is happening. It's not only that we have to, like, be in a position of Buddhas that always talking about like supporting another one another, or yeah, that is something really really helpful between us. But if, well, I have some example about this. Some time ago, I I say to you, how are you? You say fine, and you ask it to me, how are you? And I say to you, I don't want to put it in words, so just look at me. And that moment doesn't need any words, because I feel really something really nice, something really deep with you. Yeah.
what you said about support for me is links to something that we talked about yesterday with Alberto again, and we were talking always about how the love of the women is what's moving the world in a way, no? Like how when the woman opens herself to love for real a man, that man cannot have any anger, any rage, any will to destruct anything, to destroy anything. And we talked about the importance of loving the men, but also loving each other as women.
Mhm.
And this is something that we've been sharing a lot this week with a lot of women in the organization, to realize how we've been suppressing that love for each other as well, how we've been closed to receive it from the other, even if it was there, and how you can recognize that you really love somebody when the only thing that you want is to support that person with anything, with with being aware that whatever the person wants to do, that it has your unconditional support. And to me, that was a very deep realization when I realized how that connects to this whole movement we made about freedom. Because if we are in a relationship and I love you, and you receive my love, and I receive yours. And then there might be another person that wants to give me his love, or wants to give you her love. How can I not support that? How can I not support that? Because it's love. It's love that you're receiving. How can that be anything? How can that be bad or wrong or anything? And to me, that would be the freedom in human relationships in a way. But it applies to everything. How can I not support you if you really, really want to go somewhere for a couple of months and leave me behind, if that's what you need to do? It's like, well, whatever you might need, how can I not support that if I really truly love you and if I really truly trust you? And
And if you really, really love you.
yeah, yeah. And that's where it starts. Like the moment I love myself, the moment women start to love themselves, it's the moment that it becomes possible to love the men, to love each other, to love everything. And I feel like that's when the universe will explode in pink or something. I don't know. It's but I know it's coming. Like we're getting there. It's something so amazing is happening these days.
Yeah, Sergio, I don't know if it's a phrase from Sergio, but I listened to him say this, that loving your own way of loving, or love your love, some kind of love, love the loving love.
Love the loving love.
It sounds
Something
good.
like that.
But I start to see what he says, because I hear this like a, a year, maybe a year and a half ago, but it I don't connect it in that time, in that moment when I first hear it. But now I say, that makes sense.
Mm.
That makes sense because not because because it sounds nice. It's because I feel it in the other night. That makes sense. Mm.
And it's in the moment that we connect with that love, with that unconditionality, anything the other can do from whatever place cannot be painful anymore, cannot hurt you anymore. I realized that in the comprehension that a friend shared with me last night. She was in a complicated situation with a man who was lying to her.
Mm.
And she struggled with that a lot because she was she was hurt by the way he was lying, by what he was doing. and and yesterday she connected to that deep love and support that she feels for him, that she basically just wants to be there for him.
Mm.
And in the recognition that what the other is doing, he's doing from innocence, from a place of not knowing what else to do, from a place of being caught in some in some unconscious pattern, in some conflict. The moment that I recognize that and I can support the other, whatever he's doing,
Mm.
whatever if he's shouting at me for being afraid or for being hurt, or it's the moment I realize that, like the moment I really love the other, I love myself and I love the other, then there's nothing that you can do that hurts me if I really love you.
Yeah.
And to me, it's so amazing. Like unconditionality has nothing to do with the other.
Yeah.
It's a me. If I can be unconditional with myself, I can be unconditional with you,
Yeah.
with Christian, with anyone in the commune, with anyone in the world.
Yeah.
If I truly connect to that, in that moment, there's nothing else than support in me. There's nothing else. There's nothing else than the wish for you to be happy.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. I was talking about this the other night with someone here, um, because that person like was ashamed to like giving me a hug or like make a more deep connection with me because she was thinking that if she did that, she was like um, hurting Kathy. Like I am, I'm starting a really nice bond with her, but it's not like a close or open relationship. Is I don't put it in any category. I'm starting something, and I share myself, and she shares herself with me. And to me, it's a nice beginning. But we talk with Kathy this, and I say to her that I want to support her freedom, and she wants to support my freedom. So it doesn't matter if she wants to be with another person. Like if she's enjoying, what's the problem of if I am enjoying? And I was talking about this with that person, and I say to her that me or she cannot do any harm to Kathy, to anyone really. The only way to hurt anyone, like it's taking a club and give it to the head, and maybe even that cannot really hurt another. But I like I say to her that the only the only thing that can do harm to Kathy is her own like possessivity, uh, her own self-deceivement that she have to be in that position and want that that she must fight for me or for 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 my feelings for her, and that's a lie also. No one can fight for a feeling. It's like a complete illusion to fight for the feelings of another, and also like to give value to yourself by being with another person. That it's another great lie to me that is easy to fall. That lie, that giving value to myself.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so easy to be caught in these patterns, no? In this connecting from the place of a necessity. This is what happens so much when we're not aware of the way that we relate to the other, that we get caught in things like possessivity, in um, the need to feel special. I need to feel special, and you have to give me that. And anything that I feel like that you have to do for me is because I don't feel like I have it. And it's many of us are caught on that because we're not aware from which place we live, basically. And it's hard to wake up from that. It's hard when you realize that your relationship is based on a lie, or based on a lack, or based on on some necessity or something like that.
Yeah,
And it's almost like we're resisting so much to see the truth. It's like resisting to see it because it hurts, but then once you see it, um, it's just more beautiful. Once you transcend that necessity, once you transcend that pain, but you have to go there.
yeah,
We're just trying to avoid to go to the darkness that we feel like darkness, like an emotion that we don't want to see. Um, yesterday I had a complicated moment when I was in that conflict of thinking I know what love is, not knowing, letting go, whatever. And I entered into that pain, into that sadness, and for a moment I thought I can't do anything else. Like I just have to be in my room hiding and not wanting to see anyone. And I, by chance, a friend called me, Eric, to talk about some organization for a retreat, or like there was a person that needed a flight ticket, whatever. And he asked me how I am. I told him I'm a bit fucked up because of this and this. And the moment I said that to him, I could see it, and I was still feeling it, but I wasn't in it anymore. I wasn't it, and that was the moment I realized, oh yeah, it's not the only place to be right now. I can also look at the emotion and still feel it. And it's like these small moments of disidentification that basically I feel like it's what it takes to slowly free ourselves from it. But it's necessary to go in there before, to go there, to see it, to recognize it, to get to know it, to get to know that part of me that wants to suffer, maybe that wants to be in that place because it's what that part of me believes she deserves. It's a lie, but I need to be in there to be able to see the lie from the outside afterwards. But that's the hard part for me. It's like really going there.
Mm, yeah, that like I am remembering some moment like a few weeks ago that I was in this place of being honest with myself. And in that moment, I was not feeling like love for myself, but I was feeling that I want to being honest, no matter how. And it was like in the mornings of 2 days that I asked for I asked myself, do you want to stop this uh, identification that is making you suffering? And I say no. I think a moment and I say I give some time to really feel, and I say no. I want to suffer a little more. And that moments of honesty, like give me ground to really feel how much I want to be honest with myself. If I can be honest that I don't want to, like we say, I don't want to pros. How you say prostitution?
I don't want to prostitute myself.
I don't want to prostitute myself. That like trying to say to others or inside of me, no, I want to change. No, I don't want to suffer. I don't want to lie to myself. If I if I can be this kind of honest with myself, yeah, no, I'm in a place that we are trying to like reach transcendence, but I can be honest with myself, and then with another to say no. In this moment, I don't want to transcend anything. I want to stay in this place, and that is very interesting because follow that week, I I was I start to feeling these feelings that I share, and it's like my system maybe says, well, he's trying to be honest if
At least he's trying.
yeah, uh, and
Mm.
and I connected with you because like yeah, we have some minutes because I wanted to say something that I see, in you. Um, that unconditionality here is like it can be a gorgeous gift to receive in your life, but also can be like a nice badge to wear. It can be like something that your minds put to something to achieve, and it can give you nightmares if you want to reach that from that point. And I see you, and I see you marvelous like you are right now.
Thank you, dear. I realize how I can finally see how I've been always closing myself to receive love from anyone, from you, from Hernan, from anyone. And yesterday I realized that I was still in that idea, like this idea of that I had about a man that was based on the whole story with my father, that he was never there, like this idea that the man doesn't exist. And that moment I realized that when the man doesn't exist, love doesn't exist. The love from the man doesn't exist. And I'm starting to see that lie. I really see it, and really see that it's always been there to, you know, to not see what's below, and then realizing that what's below is just so beautiful. And that the only thing that it takes for me is to stop resisting, stop closing myself like this, and just open to receive, and just allow it to flow, and then everything is already there. Everything is already there. Well, if anyone out there has any comment, any question, if even if you're not seeing it right, like if you're not connected live with us on this Sunday 21st, 11 a.m., almost 12 a.m. If you're watching it later and you would like to share something about how you feel, how your path towards love is, you can contact us. We're going to put an email and a phone number in the chats,
Yeah.
and then if you want to share, if you want to connect, um, just let us know. And even if it's just for a phone call, if it's just for sharing some words, if you're interested in coming to join us in one of our centers to live together, to share the summer, that's going to be a marvelous summer. And I would love to share it with you. I would love to get to know you, to connect, to support each other in this path of freeing ourselves, basically. I would love for you to be there. Thank you for connecting. Thank you, Zero, for this beautiful morning together.
Yeah.
Let's have a coffee after.
Yeah. Okay.
And see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.